and to tell the world that we exist. The people of Eastern Turkestan to exist. Our aspiration, independence, and freedom, and democracy exists. This is very important for us.
Right. What I was curious, though, is how much cooperation are you getting? What sort of action or interaction are you having with the U.S. government in terms
U.S.
of
government so far, I mean, we don't get.
On the practical
What do you mean
side?
that we don't? I mean that I have already told you that. I mean the U.S. government is allowing us to set up our government, allowing us to set up our parliament, allowing us to I mean writing our constitution and just telling the world that we exist.
Okay, but
this is very important for us. We don't. Right now, once the U.S. government recognizes that we share the same enemy, we share the same threat from the same source, from the same enemy, right? Like now, and then we are sure that U.S. government is going to help us. The U.S. public is going to help us. So we have to educate the U.S. public. We have to educate the U.S. government. In order to do that, we have to gather information and provide information, distribute information. The information is our tool. Our culture is our tool. As we present the music of Eastern Turkestan. Once the international community see us, then they will decide how this problem must be resolved. I have many friends, many Americans. Many, U.S. officials right now, they're approaching in different angle. All of them has a beautiful proposal. Let's solve this issue in this way. As Lloyd Miller mentioned, let the bird just go rather than execution. It will be good.
One more
Sure.
question, actually, that you mentioned. I was just curious to know how much contact you've had with the Chinese government. I mean, you were formed 2 months ago, and
okay.
the Chinese
Actually, we don't have any direct contact, but we have indirect contact, such as the journalists, a well-known journalist like Mr. Sheng Fu-ju, and maybe could you please stand up? And Mr. Sheng Fu-ju, he's a great journalist. I admire him a lot, and he has been divulging all of the information, and that's why he is here. He is this types of, the contact we have. But a friend of mine, like Lloyd Miller, just approaching me, telling me that why don't we invite some Chinese officials? We did. We invite everybody. We invited whole world to participate in this event. We are not hesitate to contact with anybody if anybody wants to talk with us, especially government of China, or that the Chinese embassy wants to talk with us. That's fine, as long as they respect us as a human being. They see us as somebody and one nation, one independent nation. Then we talk all the time. But if somebody said, no, we don't want to talk with you, as long as you advocate independence, then we don't want to talk with them. Right now, we have many people, many pro-democracy, Han-Chinese, the dissidents here. Some of Eastern Turkestanis are working with them. I say that nothing is wrong with them to work with them, but we have to make our message clear to our Han-Chinese friends, saying that, look, since you claim yourself as a freedom lover, then we have to recognize our independence. But if you don't recognize our independence, at this stage, we cannot work with you. This is my response. This is our response as government in exile. If somebody doesn't understand the nature of our government, or that Eastern Turkestan, we have to educate them. I don't blame the many Han-Chinese people. They don't understand us because they were indoctrinated. The history, not all the history of our homeland, but all of the history of many people, many nations has been twisted to make it work for the Beijing. So they never get any education. Even my own people, East Turkistani people in my homeland, they didn't get any true history. So we have to educate, not only we have to educate the international community, but we have to educate the people of Eastern Turkestan. We have to educate the people of China, whole China. Once everybody understands the nature of our cause, I am so confident that they realize eventually we must be an independent state. And we were an independent state. And we cannot be a happy nation without getting our independence. Thank you. Thank you very much, and I think this time is up, and I and my government officials are going to respond to all of your questions. One question, and then we'll go. Just one question, and then let me go. Oh. What? Çıkardın mı? Basıldı mı?
Ha.
Aha, buyur.
Ben Erkin Asya Radyosu'nun Uygur bölümünden geldim. Şunu sualımdı ben Uygurca sormakçı. Birisi
Buyurun.
Enver Efendim'e yana birisi Hızırbek Efendim'in cevap verişini ümit kıldım. Benim birinci sualım, hükümetinle Amerika'da kuruldu özünün fonksiyasını bunun deyinki kandak yürügüzüdü. Mesela hazır hükümetinle de 20'deki ministerlik var. Resmi bir hükümetke okşaş. Bunun fonksiyasını kandak yürügüzüdü. Nimelerge asasen. İkinci sualım Hızırbek Efendim'e hazır Kazaklar Sherqi Turkistan Surgundiki hükümetininki asaslık ortaklarının biri. Ama Xitayning hozirgi shtati bo'yicha aytganda Qozog'larning o'zi Xinjiang Uyg'ur avtonom rayonida avtonomiylik huquq yurgizayotgan millatlarning biri. Elip Qozoq avtonom oblastida Sherqi Turkiston kelgusida mustaqil bo'lgan taqdirda Elip Qozoq avtonom oblastining shtati qanday belgilanadi? Bu haqda Hizrbek Efendimning ko'z qarashini.
Men birinchi qator menga so'ralgan savolning javobini berib o'tay. Bizning demak 20 dek ministr bor. Men shu ministerning biri, prime minister olarak, boshbaqan olarak biz bu ministerlarni seçdikki, biz tamam dunyoda mustaqil yashayotgan davlatlarda qaysi baqonlik mavjud bo'lsa, bizga ham shu lozim. Shu lozim. Ammo buning ichida bizga hozir qila oladigan, buning huddidan chiqa oladigan, ya'ni moddiy va imkonlarimizga qarata bu ishni idora qila oladigan, ya'ni ministerlarimiz bor. Bir qism ministerlarimiz bizniki masalan simbolik. Masalan simbolik. Faqat simbolik qildik, ammo buningga biz yani özümüzü geliştirirken de her cihetten, iktisadi cihetten elbette kolumuzdan gelişçe bu Surgundi hükümetimizden bu ministerliğin canlandırış. Yani bir hükümet süptü bilen bir sistemlik çalışıp tilişimiz hazırca bizning en mühim bo'lgan ministerliğimiz var. Adalet ministeri, medeniyet ministerlerimiz, mesela ekonomik ministerimiz, mesela Aydoğan Qo'bilay, mesela ondan başka maliye bakanlarımız var, Azat Mahmudga o'xshash. Yani muş qarindoshlarımızdan elbette biz bunun için mühim ministerlerimiz var yani. Hazır